Hello and welcome to Stank Attitude, No Patience with me, Lee. I used to call myself Demetrius, but f that. I use my real name on everything anyway, so might as well use it here. Today I'm going to talk about flaccid apologies and racism. I know that sounds like a subtweet, but it's not because I'm afraid of saying that I'm talking about Shane Dawson. It's because he'll probably never see this anyway, so why stress ourselves out about it, right? Anyway, for those of you who don't know, Shane Dawson is a YouTube comic whose humor is mostly crass and lowbrow. Now, I don't mean that as an insult. I laugh at dick jokes and shit all the time. He's been incredibly successful, has a massive fan base of mostly teenagers, and has his own feature film out in theaters. Now, Dawson has been faced with years of complaints about some of his humor, mostly when he paints his skin brown and pretends to be a black person, uses the word and implies that acting like a black person involves speaking with the Ebonics-laden urban southern drawl, eating chicken, twerking, and having a black intelligence. Dawson has for years denied being racist and maintained that his intent is not to offend his audience. He's also refused to apologize or commit to making less racially insensitive comedy. Until now. Sort of. So let's first talk about comedy, specifically racially charged comedy. Because y'all children of the non-legendary variety seem to be a little bit confused. The keys to comedy and getting those laughs and the life that comes with them are 1. Timing. 2. Relating to your audience. When you talk about race in comedy, number 2 is crucial. Okay, so when a black person stands in front of a black audience and points out the humor that can be found in just existing in a society saturated in the insidious specter of institutionalized racism and the bottomized masses who perpetuate it. That feels good. Because everyone can laugh and break the tension and find the silver lining in the bullshit we have to deal with every single day. Even though the humor might be crass, we know that the person performing it understands the pain beneath it and how important it is to be able to laugh. The performer is right there with us. We're laughing together. It's an exchange. When Shane Dawson does it, it's not an exchange. He doesn't get it. He hasn't been there. He's not black. And contrary to the endless barrage of bullshit that I have to sift through every time I talk about race, you can have 1,000 black fans and friends, you can marry a black person, you can have half black kids, you can suck a black dick and eat a black pussy, and you still won't be black. So he's not black, but that's not even it, because he has no interest in learning about the lives and the history of blacks. Or comedy, quite frankly. I say that as fact because if he did, he wouldn't fall back on those old, tired, offensive, apish stereotypes to portray black characters in a humorous way. And it wouldn't take years of complaints to get him to go fucking Google blackface. And that's the problem that I have with this bullshit ass No. Be nice. Be nice. And we're back. And that's the problem that I have with this assuredly heartfelt apology. Francesca, at Cheska Lee on Twitter and YouTube, subscribe today, has been bitching about this trifling bullshit for years, and he didn't give a single solitary ghost of a about it until Sam, go fuck yourself with a straight razor. Pepper's career was demolished in 2 goddamn days, and Francesca was good and goddamn ready to visit that same shit on his ass right when his shitty ass movie came out, and don't tell me it's not shitty. I read the reviews. I don't know if you think you've done something wrong, but I will give you the benefit of believing you when you say that you do. But the point is, you made no effort to learn what it was you were doing, why it was harmful, and to amend it a long time ago. And I know Francesca at least gave you plenty of opportunities to do so. For me, in the end, it's not even that you use racist stereotypes for comedy. It is, but it's not. Listen, okay? What really pissed me the fuck off was the fact that you used ignorance and the privilege of celebrity to make it okay. Acknowledge that. Learn from that. But most importantly, what the f are you gonna do in the future? Now that will show whether or not this apology was bullshit. Okay, Shane, so I'm gonna do you a favor. If you want to fix your reputation and not be considered automatically racist going forward, don't just try and wait for everyone to forget about it. I'm not. Start showing that you're thinking when you do content that involves blacks and Asians or gays or trans people. Do some research or have an intern do it. No, I know you have interns about the people that you're about to portray, and put some thought into how you can treat that group with respect and still be funny and then you'll be a bad bitch. It's gonna be harder than twerking with a do-rag on with a piece of chicken in your hand, but you won't be perpetuating stereotypes that make little black girls feel bad about themselves and grown black women vengeful as fuck. But listen, girl, I don't think you're racist, okay? I don't think that you dislike black people, and I don't think you think that you're better than black people because you're white. But I do think you have a general disinterest in things that exist far outside yourself and the bubble of your life. And you know what? You're not uncommon in that. There are mountains of people who have the privilege of ignoring things that aren't like them, with no reminder of what else is out there. But when you're in a position of influence, like you are, things have a habit of forcing themselves inside that bubble, especially if you use that influence, maliciously or not, to do things that offend them or make life more difficult for them. Deal. Have a good day!